What's going on, everybody? Today I want to get immersed in the topic of working against yourself but not knowing it. A lot of the times we could be working on ourselves so subtly in areas where we may not think that's what we're doing, but really we're actually blocking or stopping ourselves from making progress that is actually considerable and can truly put us in better, positions and better situations and circumstances in our life, just based on us understanding that we need to actually reprogram our mind through our spirit, through the re and degeneration process, because we're always generating thoughts, we're always generating these thoughts and feelings, these A and B's, these one and B's and shit like that, and generating solutions. But sometimes these just solutions may be solutions that keep us in a cage. So for example, instead of doing that scary, unfamiliar thing, going through the energy of Pluto, willing to be uncomfortable and giving death to maybe like habits, thoughts, and things that are not in your favor, we may purposely choose to stay inside of a habit, inside of a way of thinking, inside of a mode of operation, a way of operating an apparatus, a way of carrying ourselves both internally and externally that doesn't benefit us, because really we might actually be secretly working in ourselves against ourselves, and we might not know that's what we're doing. But the moment we start to do something uncomfortable, unfamiliar, and you start to get that feeling like you're kind of sweating almost, you're kind of anxious, there's two ways to look at that emotion. You can either look at that as excitement, or you can look at that as, oh, I'm anxious, so I shouldn't do this. But it's really like your nervous system has already been programmed a particular way. So now that nervous system is blocking you from actually going about the thing that you need to do, so you can actually develop yourself in new spaces and develop new awareness about those areas that you don't know, right? Because you'll never know what an apple tastes like until you eat an apple. You never know what a mango is going to taste like until you eat a mango. So if you don't go, speak to that person, if you don't go engage with that craft, if you don't go do that discipline, if you don't value that thing, you're not going to know what's like to accumulate that in the long term. Because right now, the only thing we really know is the generational curses that our mom and dads gave us, the traumas that they handed us. And when you're a child, a lot of the times, these things can become so familiarized to you to the point that, like, you might just live those things out and look at those things as normal. But those things are not normal. Those are things that are just been handed down to us by society, because our mom and dad, they don't even really have their own, they're not even themselves, really. They're actually just programmed by society, the religion, the education system, the politics. So, they put you in all these type of situations where they want you to mimic their behaviors. And when you don't mimic their behaviors, you can get punished and stuff like that. But a lot of the times, these be the times when the times be the hardest, is the times where we're supposed to fight the strongest. Because God actually want to see, spirits want to see, okay, is you going to do what we're going to do? Because a greater spirit will never fuck with you if you're not doing what it's doing. Same thing with millionaires. If you're not thinking and feeling like a millionaire, why would a millionaire want to hang around you type shit? Because, because it's like the crab will drag down another crab mentality, right? So you got to look at it like it's also internal as well. So you can have a dormant part of you, a deep facet inside of you that you need to reach out to and make yourself whole again. Because you can literally have a part of you that doesn't want you to just succeed and shit like that, just based on it seeing things and feeling things a particular way, and that becomes a body inside of you. And you can call it a demon, you can call it a negative habit pattern, you can call it a negative thought, a negative feeling. In biblical terminology, they would call it a Satan, and a Satan is nothing but an opposer, someone that opposes you, right? But a lot of the times, it really don't be anything that opposes us from outside of it, because the world outside you can't really oppose you. It can, but if you're for yourself, the world outside you can't oppose you. So if you need time off work and you're really for yourself, you're gonna talk to that manager, tell them, hey, nigga, listen, I need time off work because I got this and this and X, Y, Z. You'll always make something like more favorable in your situation, circumstance, because you're not against yourself. When you're against yourself, you don't make the situation go in your favor on a percentage level. You make it go in someone else's favor because you might believe or think and feel like you need to give your power away. So it's like, so something doesn't come get you. But what came and got you was like yourself. Because it's like we put ourselves in these mental cages. We put ourselves in these spaces and shit like that. So right now, a lot of humanity may be resonating in the timeline where, they might want to get out of the space they are in. But because it seems scary, because it seems unfamiliar, because it seems uncomfortable, because your spirit's trying to get you through Pluto. Your spirit's trying to get you through like death. Not physical death, miniature death on a mental level. Just by going, like, think about it. People are already scared enough of like physical death. Like people that say people that say they're scared to die and shit like that, or they want to die. Some people are just really running, because people that suicide especially, they're just running away from like shit that they need to deal with, but they think just by dying, by killing themselves, they're gonna run away from that. But really, like, you're not running away from nothing. You're always gonna see your own mind. You're always gonna see your own space. So if you don't deal with your thoughts and feelings, you're always going to see that negative space you was always in. And all you're going to do is create a worse situation for yourself, or now you got to do something even more extreme to get out of the shit that you got to. Because it's like a loop system. It gets deep, man. You kill yourself in this physical body. It's like all your thoughts and feelings that you thought left you in this body are just going to incarnate with you, because they're following you. Because to them, like, you're just the universe. So to them, they just incarnate in you. They go where you go. So it's like they're not going nowhere. You have to learn to manage yourself so you can actually start to create a better thought and feeling cycle, so you can actually get out of this current cycle that we in, so you can actually just create that whole new circumstance, that whole new life. And it's really powerful. It's really, really possible, because God is all that's possible. The moment someone on earth tell you, oh no, look, this is only what's possible. You can only pray to God like this. Muslims and Christians would tell you, oh, you got to go to the mosque, church, read the Bible, Quran. You got to do none of that. You're already the Bible. You're already the Quran. It's right here. It's on your chest. This shit is on you, not out there. So that's how you even make a Bible. You make a Bible by knowing yourself, sharing your experiences, understanding how to actually make a dot, a point in a timeline, making a crossing for that situation, and then you give that like some words and shit, because it's a point-to-point travel, right? So let's say, for example, you got fired at work, right? That would be the point. That'd be the starting point. You got fired at work. There could be another point before that. You might have not done the job right. You might have hated the job, blah, blah. But we go create those circumstances, situations together. So you create a point. That's how you leave your job. That's a point now. Now you can stay and be like, oh, life is scary. I don't know what to do. I need my manager. Let me go back for my job back. Or you can go through that experience so you can actually have a testimony. Hey, look, everybody. I got fired from this job, but because I believed in myself, because I knew I was valuable, I knew I was worth it, I actually got out of that job and I found even a better job that supports my values, that supports my beliefs, that really supports my overall space, being in a healthy position. Because a lot of these jobs don't even be healthy for us. A lot of these jobs put us in like weird positions of stress. A lot of these managers be like just demonic by nature. But again, like once you're the most powerful spirit, you're not even going to be running away from these things. They'll be kind of like running away from you. You'll be like chasing them in the mental realm. Like your presence alone will just remind them of some shit like they should have dealt with. Because it's like you got adults and bodies right now that don't even be adults. They just be kids. Like, I don't even care if they got like a business. A lot of these guys be kids, and they're just kids, bro. It's like just living. And the reason why I say they're kids, I say that because they're truly still living in the past. Because a lot of people still live their present and their future based upon like past experiences, past memories, past things that were validated, you know, to them and shit like that. But a lot of the things that you really want to do in life are the things that you haven't been non-validated on. So you have to step into those areas and really validate yourself, because you already got it. That spirit, that imagination, that logical word, that way of communicating, you know, that passion for a better life, that desire for a better, it wouldn't come to you unless you already was in that space where you was perceiving it. Because some people be in so much darkness, they only perceive like just, I guess, negative shit and shit like that. But yeah, man, it's really important to be for yourself and shit like that. Because for real, man, a lot of people be subconsciously against themselves and they don't even know it. They just be like working against themselves all day, doing self-destructive behaviors and shit like that. So it's really, really important to really, really love yourself. And a lot of the times it just be like entities. And when I say entities, I just mean thoughts and feelings that incarnate inside of deities, us being the deity and stuff like that, that really put us in a negative space based on us resonating with them. So it's like, the less we start to resonate with those things, the more we can actually get into a better cycle. Because now, like, we're attracting spirits that are in a better space. And a lot of the times, these spirits might want you to come with them, come play with them and shit like that. These good spirits. But it's all about free will. Like, no spirit can force you to do anything. Your spirit's going to force it eventually, because it might create an extreme situation. But yeah, it's like, might as well just start to put in the increments, put in through like the work, the energy work, and start to let go, practice that clairvoyance, so you don't actually have to be in that space no more. Because you can just look at your life, the people around you, friends, family, job circumstance, just whatever it is that you be manifesting externally is always based upon some internal shit. So if you manifesting narcissist, you might not be attached to your purpose. You might not be an individual. Your space might be too open. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. You know, there's a lot of different mental illnesses based upon the lack of balance of people that put them in spaces that are non-beneficial. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you're doing things in a balanced way and not in an overly, what's it called, exacerbated way. Because you think or feel like that's how things have to be done, just because of previous experiences or previous things that, you know, mom and dad told you. Oh, you better go, if you're a girl, you know, you're Muslim, oh, you better go listen to the pastor, you better listen to your husband, shut the fuck up. Like, crazy, trust me, crazy. I feel bad for a lot of these Muslim women. Like, they be in such a deep hell, they don't even know it themselves. Like, they should be fucked up, man. That should be, but yeah, that's what I'm here for, man. Don't work against yourself. Always work for yourself, and don't do no negative shit against yourself, because really, you're the only person that's going to experience that in your bubble. And the moment you see someone else doing something positive for themselves, you might hate them, you might despise them and shit like that, just because it's like they're stepping into that new space that we all know as spirits we should be stepping into. Because we're so scared, we'd rather hate on it, because it's really a space that's more further out. It's taking your spirit further out of the space, and you're developing bigger awarenesses. So whatever thought and feeling you develop after that evolution, it's going to be something that encapsulates your reality way better. So for example, if you're amongst a group of people, your spirit will have like a bigger awareness to understand what's actually going on. You'll be able to put together the information faster and all types of shit about what's actually this person's intentions, etc., etc. So you'll be able to see like beyond these eyeballs. It's like spiritual sight, because your whole body is, you know, the temple, and this whole body is an experience. Your heart chakra allow you to like feel spectrums from around you and shit like that. It allow you to push out more powerful energies, allow you to reverberate your thoughts and feelings better, because it's an emotion. Think about when a wave of ocean hits somebody, right? That's a powerful wave. It's a powerful, you know, it's a powerful body and shit like that. But when you do that in your favor, because you can hit yourself with the wrong emotions and put yourself in a negative space. But if you do it right, you can like put yourself in the right feelings and stuff like that, and you can send out more powerful emotions, because you're already sending out emotions, signals, subconscious, you know, communications and shit like that, based on your heart chakra and your resonance field and shit like that. But it could just be something negative, because so a lot of the things that we call to us, friends, jobs, circumstances, situations, religions, it really just be based upon the space that we is in. Because again, a criminal can't rob you unless you're scared. So being afraid, being in fear, is what gives someone else the signal to go rob you, to go hurt you, manipulate you, because what they're seeing is that you're too open and you don't understand what's going on. So that's kind of like the entities subconsciously. If you're too open, you don't know what's going on, you're going to get attacked and you're going to get used. But it's really us making ourselves available for that, not something outside of us attacking us. It could be perceived as that, but it's really not that. It's really just us attacking ourselves and learning to take better responsibility for this shit that's on our mind. Because trust me, you better be thankful you're in the body. Because if you're not in the body, you're in the spirit, all that shit you're gonna go through it in an instant, and you're really gonna feel that shit way worse. Like, so yeah, that's why we're all in bodies. We're inside of time, because God put niggas in timeout, or more accurately, we put ourselves in timeout. And really, we're inside of like a fucked up, retarded, demonic world. But at the same time, though, that's just where we are at right now. That's why I'm pushing out this transmission, this communication and shit like that, so we can all start to get up on this level and start to understand that, okay, let us stop working against ourselves. Let's start to understand that the rulers of the darkness of this world are working against us subconsciously, and they're amplifying that trauma inside of us, and they're piping things into our mind based on their witchcraft, so we can remain docile and in fear. So they kind of have blood on their hands too, because they're adding more to it, but they can't do it without our permission type shit. So it gets like, gotta take responsibility regardless of what we are perceiving as the problem type shit. But with that being said, man, peace out. I got some art to do, and yeah, take care everybody. Peace out, yo.